This is the world's first $100,000 bucket of gold-filled Paydirt, and what's inside will blow your mind.
Oh my God. Today is gonna be crazy. For those of you who don't know, Paydirt is dirt that you can buy that has a certain amount of gold inside. You can buy bags that cost $100, $500, $1,000. I've even done a $10,000
bucket.
But today we are raising that bar to the world's first $100,000 bucket of gold Paydirt. Oh, it's in the truck? Dude, what happens if you get in an accident? Oh my God, Kyle, look at this. Oh my, why is it in the back of your truck?
You said you wanted me to bring it, right?
Okay, there's $100,000 of gold in this bucket in the back of his truck. Like, if you were in an accident, we'd be panning your accident. All right, so we're at Brian's house. This place is actually a mine. As you can see, there's a big mine shaft machine thingy that goes about 300 feet into the ground. We're not gonna go down there today because I believe it's flooded. But what I think we're gonna do is walk down there to where there's a little bit of shade, and then I'm gonna take this bucket here, fill it full of water, and this is where we're gonna pan $100,000 of gold. I'm gonna try my very best not to lose any of the gold. This is Dave. Dave's cool. Okay, so I got 2 bags of Paydirt that we're gonna pan before we use the bucket, just for contrast. We got a 1 gram gold bag, which is $125, and we got a 3 gram gold bag, which is $349. So let's pan these first before we pan the big bucket. So Kyle's gonna do the first bag of Paydirt, the 1 gram bag, to see how much gold is inside. Wow, that's a lot of gold. I'm actually pretty excited to pan for gold. Even though this is only a 1 gram bag, there's still $125 of gold in there, supposedly.
So, pan number 1. Not a big deal, but still exciting to reveal a bit of gold.
I think what we should do at the very end is pan out our tailings to see how much gold Kyle has lost. We do have black sand in there.
What's that?
Oh yeah, there's a piece of gold right there. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see how much gold is in the 1 gram. Oh, we know that. It's gonna be about a gram. How much gold was in the $125 bag? That's actually really nice. If you were to find that on the river, that would be a success. So there you have it, $125 premium California bag of 1 gram Paydirt. So let's step it up a notch and go for the $349 bag. First thing you do, get it all wet. I don't see anything.
I think you have to keep going.
So, pan number 2, the 3 gram bag. It's a little more expensive, but is it enough to put in your mouth?
So now we're starting to see a lot of black sand. All right, to the review. Oh, there we go.
That's some big chunks.
Nice. That is awesome. Some of these you can probably pick up with the metal detector for sure.
So, 3 times that first bag. There's definitely enough gold here to put in your mouth.
Okay, before we pan out the bucket of Paydirt, I just want to give a quick shout out to Brian Thomas for putting this bucket together.
If you guys want any of the gold that Paulie finds in this $100,000 bucket, go to brianthomasgold.com and check it out. It's all going to be for sale.
It's time. It has taken me 3 years to try and set this up, so it's very important we do everything.
So for this bucket, we're actually gonna use a classifier because I have the feeling there are gonna be some big pieces of gold in here. I asked Kyle to do the first pan, but he's a little too nervous for it, so
Nervous?
I'll do the first pan. Oh, this is gonna be satisfying. I'm hoping there's gonna be a big chunk of gold on the very top of it. Smells like gold. Wow. To the untrained eye, that's just sand. But if you're a professional prospector like me, this is a $100,000 bucket of gold Paydirt. It still just looks like sand. Scoop numero uno. Oh my God. Look at that. There's already a piece right there. Holy. Okay. Look at that. Another piece of gold right there. This is gonna be good. I'll just do 3 little scoops. There's a lot of pressure. I can't lose any of this. Look at that round rock. That is amazing. So as you can see, we already have some pieces of gold in here. That is a huge nugget. I feel like that's about the same size as the $10,000 bucket we did. Now, I'm not sure if I should just put this in the pan right now and just pan it out at the end. Nuggets are going in the pan. Oh, I almost threw that one away. Look at that nugget. Gold in quartz. Wow, that's actually super nice. Get this one. Just to be safe, I'm gonna put all our tailings over there. That's actually surprisingly heavy right now.
I'm not gonna lie, panning this much gold shakes the nerves a bit. Also, judging by the weight of this pan, I may have more gold than I think in here.
So, Brian's supervising. What do you think?
You know, honestly, man, even though I made it so I know how much gold is in here, I've never done a $100,000 Paydirt bucket before, so I'm super excited to watch him pan it out.
Me too. I'm just waiting for that line of black sand and gold in here. I hope there's gold in here. If there's not, I'm in trouble. I think this one just keeps popping out, so I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be gold. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. We obviously saw that in the classifier earlier, but here it is. I'm just gonna put that aside. We have another piece right there. I think that's gold. I'm not really sure. Chase, come here. Look who just showed up.
What's up, guys?
So Chase is one of the other miners up on the hill. You're not gonna believe where we just found this.
Probably in the driveway.
Yeah, this is just sitting in the driveway. Look. Oh my God. There is a little bit of candy in there.
Is that all gold?
I actually don't know. It looks like it's,
All right. Yeah.
I think it's pyrite.
I'm gonna throw it back.
What the? So this is only 3 scoops out of that bucket right there. I'm hoping there's gonna be at least another gram in there. We're not really sure, but here, let me put this in the sun and clean it up a little bit. So this is what the first pan looks like in the sun. I'm actually quite speechless. There is a lot of gold in here. It actually reminds me of New Zealand. That's actually really incredible. I've never found this much gold in New Zealand before, but the only times I've actually had big nuggets in my pan were after sniping in New Zealand. Whoops, I forgot about this piece of gold that I put aside. So all that gold plus this guy. I honestly didn't even think about how we're gonna recover any of the gold today. We have 1 snuffer bottle to try to put all the gold inside. And there's also these guys, but we're gonna keep this in the pan for now. And we might actually just throw it over the hill over there. How heavy is that snuffer now, Kyle?
It's it's like 1.5 ounces. It's awesome.
All right, Kyle, you're up next. Don't lose any gold.
No pressure.
No pressure. Scoop number, whoop. Whoop.
Look in the bucket.
There's gold already.
Look in the bucket.
Oh my God. Oh, there's 2. I'm not gonna touch them. Okay, that is freaking sweet. Do 3 scoops. 3 scoops. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Yeah, this is Kyle's very first time panning. Oh! That's awesome. You just gotta make sure none of these have like quartz on them because you never know. Yeah, and then put the tailings over there. So while Kyle does his very first pan ever, I thought I'd just take a quick break here. What I was gonna do was do a $15,000 or maybe a $20,000 bucket of Paydirt because the last one I did was $10,000. But then I thought, nah, I'm gonna go straight to 100,000 and see what that looks like. So it's really hot out here. Really hot. So you seeing any more gold?
Just getting flashes.
Oh my God. Yeah. Gosh, it looks so good. Imagine panning on the river seeing that. I would cry.
You can hear it.
Yeah. You can probably feel it too. Does it feel?
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, let's just see the reveal now. Get it over with. Is there any gold?
Not yet.
Jesus. What the heck? That is huge. That's probably gonna be like at least 2.5 grams.
Maybe 3?
Maybe 3 grams?
3.
No, seriously, that's over. What the? I didn't even notice how big that one was. 4 or 5 grams, you think?
5 grams, yeah.
That is pretty crazy.
Jeez, I almost dropped it.
Oh my God. It's actually surprisingly easy to pan when you're panning big nuggets. You don't have to really like pay too much attention to the small gold. I mean, we still will, but you know, nuggets. Oh my God. Pan number 2. Okay, let's take that in the sun. Okay, so this is pan number 2. I'm just standing away from it to show you guys how bright that gold looks. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but my eyes are closed because of how bright it is. So just like the first pan, there's a lot of gold in here. I'm actually starting to think that we're gonna find most of the gold in the first few pans rather than near the end. Out of all the gold we've seen so far, this one is probably my favorite, and I think it's gonna be hard to top it because of how it looks, and I like it. There's this nugget that looks like it came from Australia. I have no idea. And of course, other pieces of gold that I would also eat.
Feel the gold.
Yeah.
Hear the gold. Be the gold.
Oh my gosh. So cool.
This can be an earring.
Ooh, will this one look good?
Ow! Ow! Ow, I broke my toe. So it's been a few minutes later, and we're still just trying to pan this down There's so much gold in here still. Like, I'd be stoked with that. Dredging or panning on a creek, like that's still a lot of gold. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let Chase do pan uno, it's pan number 3. Are you confident?
Yeah.
You think
3
so?
ounces.
3 ounces.
Yeah, 3 grams.
So I think he knows how to pan. I've actually never asked him. I've only seen him swing a metal detector, but
Speed panning is my thing.
speed pan, ooh, okay, well.
I'll go slow though. I'll go slow.
All right, pressure's on. Okay, I don't see anything yet. Oh, we have one. Okay, there's a piece of gold right there. Okay, that's good. All right, we have 1 piece of gold in the classifier. Good sign that could be gold around. So I guess you didn't really expect to see any gold today, didn't you? Uh-oh, we have trouble. There's Dave. You're gonna ruin the shots.
Check out this cool rock.
I wanna see it. Oh wow, where'd you get that? Hey, that's mine. Oh wow, yeah, he cleaned it up. Okay, so I went metal detecting yesterday. I was gonna make a video, but it was too stinking hot for this Canadian. And I found a really nice piece of gold, but I couldn't really see the gold. So Dave just cleaned it up to surprise me. And look at that, I found that. Isn't that cool? That's the biggest specimen I've ever found.
Turned out way better than I thought, too, by the way. Just,
Yeah.
You know?
Thanks, Dave, high five. So I just got so distracted looking at the piece of gold I found, I was not paying attention to him. Oh, look at that. Look at that nugget. You found that with your metal detector, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
But you've never found a piece like that, huh?
Nope. Too small.
I'm ready for the rollback. Pan number 3. Oh, wow. I actually didn't expect to see that much gold in there. Wow, that's cool. That looks like a skull. You see that? That's kind of neat. That's a nice nugget. See, that looks like a New Zealand piece right there. I don't know where that one came from. That's cool. Well done.
Best pan I've ever done.
Oh yeah, let's get this in the sun. So pan number 3, it looks, well, pretty good. There's a lot more small gold in this one. Well, now, okay, I don't want to say small gold, just smaller than the first couple pans, but still a lot of gold to find in a pan. I just keep imagining, what if you found this in like a single crevice? Maybe one day. I don't think I'll ever get sick of doing this.
Never.
Pan number 4, I'll do this one. Okay, so 1 big scoop there. I forgot the classifier. There. 1 scoop, 2 scoops, 3. Number 4.
Look at that.
Is that gold? Oh, I picked up this one to see that. That is cool. And there's another one underneath. So I'm just gonna slide this one under there. Oh, that's so satisfying. What the heck? That looks like it's like Australian almost. That's super heavy. I'm gonna guess this one's like maybe 2 ounces.
No.
What? Feel it.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. That's heavy.
Yeah, that's
wow.
quite heavy. Okay, in the pan it goes. Anything else in the classifier? Nope.
So just taking my time here, I want to make sure all the material is wet so that the gold can sink to the bottom of the pan. It's not a big deal if we lose gold because it's all contained, but I just don't feel like panning more after this.
That is such a nice piece. I don't know if you found this in the river, if it would sink to the bottom or not, just because it's full of quartz. It might actually just tumble along and you might not actually see it. Actually, I'm gonna put that right there for now. And there's that piece we saw. Is that the same piece? I think that is the same piece. Still, like, imagine just panning and like that coming out. Wow, I'm gonna say, yeah, that's gotta be 2 ounces. All right, pan number 4. It does not get old. Look at that. Oh yeah, they're still, those guys. Those guys are in there too. Gosh, I love these little asteroidy pieces. They look like little asteroids. They're perfect for jewelry, especially for this one. You could wear that around your neck or nipple. Pan number uno, which is 4. It's, well, I mean, what can I say? It's looking like the rest. A lot of gold here. I'm not sure what I'd do if I found this in person, like out on the river. Probably freak out and not tell anybody. I think this nugget here is probably gonna be one of my favorites, but I also do like the little asteroid pieces and, well, I like all the gold. We also have a pine cone, a random rock, and a sandal. So while Brian organizes the gold for me, I'm gonna hurry up and let Kyle do pan number 5. Right there, there's gold! Yay, you see that right there? All right, dump that in the regular pan.
You want to check that? Oh, that one right there. Look.
Oh, geez. Almost didn't even see that one. I'm starting to think that every pan we do now is starting to get less and less gold filled. But I'm not complaining at all. Pressure is on. Just gonna quickly have a look. Oh. Oh boy.
See that?
No. Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, this pan was actually pretty quick. How much? You just do like one scoop? How many scoops did you do?
That was 3.
Oh, that's a piece of gold right there. Nice.
Should we pan this back?
Yeah, pan it back. Moment of truth. Pan number 5. Still incredible nuggets. Oh my god, it's like they don't end. How much gold did you put in here?
A couple grams.
I feel like my reactions are getting boring now. Look at that! It's like just screamed in your ear. That is amazing still. I just wanna eat it.
Nom 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 nom.
There's so much gold in here. I'm starting to get bored of gold. I'm actually starting to run out of things to say. I'm consistently getting blown away by how much gold is in this bucket. I mean, clearly it's $100,000. But yeah, the gold's starting to look the same. I'm starting to forget what no gold looks like. These are the chunky bits that came out of pan number 5. Out of all these nuggets here, I'm obviously gonna say the biggest nugget is my favorite. But I also do like this really small piece you might not be able to see on camera. It just speaks to me. So I wanna keep panning myself, but I'm actually kind of enjoying filming. So we're gonna get Chase to do the next one. Pan number 7. 6. 6?
6.
Pan number 6. I love this part. Yay. That is funny.
Jeez.
It's so wild.
It like looks small in the camera. You almost can't get context of it.
There.
There. Oh, perfect.
I gotta say, this is probably my favorite one.
Yeah, same. Although I like this one.
Yeah, that's a mysterious one because it's so heavy for how it looks.
Yeah.
See, now that I'm not seeing big nuggets stick around, I feel like we're gonna find a lot of fine gold in here, especially near the bottom of the bucket. Wow.
Is there gold?
Yep.
There's your rock.
There's my rock. I've been looking everywhere for it. Oh my god.
A lot of gold.
Yep. Lots and lots of candy still. You know, it'd actually be weird if we did a pan and there was no gold in it. So I'm acting like, oh my god, there's gold in here. It's like, we know there's gonna be gold in here. So shut up, Paul. This is just messing with my head now. I don't think we're really supposed to find this much gold in real life. Oh,
You realize
goodness.
this is going to spoil us pretty much for the rest of our lives.
You're absolutely right. So now when I go mining and I try really hard for days and days to look for gold, I'm just gonna be disappointed when I find like an ounce.
Yeah, if you don't find $100,000 worth of gold, was it even worth it?
No. I think I'm just gonna quit and look for silver. No, I can't. Vampire joke. All right, just as predicted, there's a lot more smaller gold in here. There's gonna be a lot more underneath that black sand too. I just find it pretty difficult to clean up, so I did the best I could with the amount of patience that I have right now. Taking a look at some of these nuggets here, I'm gonna say that in this pan, this is my favorite one because there's a lot of quartz on it, as you can see, and obviously some gold. This is a nice specimen. I just wish it was 30 million times bigger. All right, so what I'm thinking for pan number 7 is I'm just gonna pan it out. There's not a lot more material left, but I'm just gonna dump all that into one pan to hopefully find one piece of gold.
Pan number 7. The final bits of dirt after several years in the making all come down to this final pan. Was it worth it? Or am I gonna be broke for a long time?
We have one right off the top there. There's a rock. There's a rock right there. This piece. Hello?
It's time to get serious. Depending on what's in this pan could be the difference between walking home and walking home with shoes.
We have something showing up right there in our last pan. Yes. Okay. Wow, that's a lot more than I thought. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that piece of gold. I was hoping that was a rock. So there we have it. $100,000 of gold pay dirt panned out in 7 pans. Now, I am pretty sure there's gonna be a little gold in here. We're probably gonna get Brian to pan it out afterwards just to see if we missed anything, which I'm gonna blame on Kyle. But yeah, so let's put this in the sun and then let's put all the gold together and just throw it off the cliff somewhere where we never find it again. Finally, the last pan is done. We have a ton of small gold in here, even some nuggets, so that does tell us that there is nuggets around still. My favorite piece is gonna be this big guy just because it's bigger than the small ones. What I like about a lot of gold too is you can just make a little pile. It always feels nice to the touch. All right, just for fun, let's see what this looks like in one pan. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Wow. That is just ridiculous.
So the only thing left to do now is cook all the gold on a stove and make sure everything's dry so we can accurately weigh everything.
So 1 gram bag. We have 1 gram of gold. Not bad, still good. 3 gram bag. 3 grams of gold, still beautiful. $100,000 bag or bucket of pay dirt. Meh.
So $100,000 bucket of pay dirt. It still surprises me how expensive gold is for the size. If you ever hold a gold nugget, you'll see how heavy it is, and that just goes to show how dense the valuable metal is. And I think Kyle's right. This is gonna mess us up in the future. I don't think we're ever gonna find this much gold on the river, so I might as well just take it in and drool.
So out of all these pieces, leave a comment down below which piece is your favorite. Now I'm just gonna drool over these for a little longer, and then we're actually gonna put this on the scale and see how much gold is here. I'm nervous. I'm quite nervous.
What if it only weighs a gram?
Fine gold first. What's your guess, Kyle?
I think it's 6 or 7 ounces.
4 ounces.
Jeez. 143.6 grams of gold just in the fine gold. Now for the mediums. It's hard to say that's medium-sized nuggets. Those are huge. And it sounds so good.
Let's see. We're at 143.6.
143.
160.
Well,
So that's
holy,
that's
one
over a half ounce. Just that one piece. 410 grams.
Slow down, Brian. Jesus. No, that's good. Wow. $503 grams. How many ounces is that? I can't even think right now. That's probably at least $10. 514. And now the big nuggets. Here we go. Can't believe we're just doing this in your kitchen. I think that one's probably my favorite nugget right there. See if you guys can calculate this while we're doing this. I won't do the math now, I'll do it later. I think it's about $11 now. Is this the last one?
That's the last one.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's gonna break 900 grams because that's definitely over 12 grams of gold. Here we go, baby.
Final piece.
Holy sh! That's actually way more than I thought. So yeah, that piece is not only heavy, but that is almost 1,000 grams of gold. That is incredible. So after doing the calculations online with today's spot price of gold, the price came out to $105,355. That is actually insane.